Hello everybody and welcome back to the part 2 video of New Sicilian Gambits by Grandmaster Andrew Soltis. So previously we left off in this position. I set it back up. I did a little bit of exploring. So there were problems we were facing with bishop on c8. Yeah, our bishop on c8 here. It's kind of weak. There's not much we can do. He has active going on, and I was talking about how he'll start pushing, and I'll explain why this knight is in a dangerous spot. So let us regress. The move that I saw played was bishop g4 right away. And this is kind of what like an engine line delved into. Queen b3, queen d7 here. Then we got our pen. Take with the pawn. And knight back here. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, it's just showing you ideas, you know, moving the knight out the way, try to fork the pieces, stuff like that. But and then from here, when you're here, and this is why it's bad, because he went bishop here, and it looks like this knight's okay to take, but it's really not, because yeah, you destroyed the kingside pawn structure, but what do you get out of it? This knight can't go here, 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 can't go here. So this knight's dead. So if you play this wrong, you lose a whole piece. And you have a severe lack of development. You have not castled, because the king can just go over here if need be. But yeah, that's why that idea is bad. Yeah. It just plays h6 here, and if they take the knight, if white's not careful, you have a perpetual check draw, and black better play this draw, or black is gonna lose a piece down. So yeah, even if you go down this line with knight d2 and you takes, I mean, white's just progressively better still. They're getting this out, they're swinging their rook down here, you know. It's just better for white. So, let's explore the next idea, because we are being taken back to move 7 now. Let me, oh yes. So, rather than pushing d5 here, we should explore this knight takes e4 idea. And we would talk about white playing d5 on the 7th move. Now, because of the possibility of queen a4 check, black's replies were forced. We have quite a few options. What is black going to play? Because we don't want to give up the knight. And when we move our knight, we're getting checked. Oh yeah, and white's response is forced. Clearly. So we have d5. What is... I don't know. Some people move back, play forward. Let's just say this for, yeah, you'll lose the knight. You're just losing a piece no matter what, right? So, it didn't say this in the book, it just said a reply is forced. So, I'm just really confused by this part of the book. I'm sorry, guys. It says, with the possibility of queen a4 check, black's reply is forced. So, it doesn't give a move for move 7. And then it just says queen a5. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. This is my bad. This is for black with queen a5 check is forced. So, what do we have? White's only response is knight c3 because they will lose the pawn and they don't want to lose the pawn. They will reinforce the pawn and still threaten your knight while, because the queen's not taking the knight, so this knight's good. But we also have this knight here. Which I'm kind of seeing more ideas here in this position. Let's see, takes. Let's see. Oh, that is not the move. Well, I was right with this, but queen taking is not the move. Yeah, I realized we take. They protect each other, and now we just lost our knight. So, yeah. They'll probably do something to defend this. Oh no. Interesting position here. Very interesting. So, white's reply is knight c3. Let's go back. Knight's reply, white's. Clearly, and we just explored bishop a2, bishop b2, queen takes d5. And it says an 8, king f1, and knight b8 are non-gambit style. Non-gambit style, because you're just not... Oh, that's good for black objectively, I guess, because they just made it more equalized. So, pretty interesting if they play king f1 and you go knight b8. So, at the 8th move, knight c3, knight takes c3. Not 8, knight e5, question mark? What does it mean by that? 9 knight x e. Because of knight c4. What does it mean by that? Oh, knight e5, because knight x e5, knight x c3, because of 10 c4, hitting the queen. So that's what it meant. Sorry, I had a little smooth brain moment there. So yeah, this is the line idea, and it just trying to win the knight back without having the pawn fall, and just making maneuvers. So yeah, the queen is forced to move and make a response. So on our 9th move, we have b takes xc, and this is what it looks like from white's perspective. This is the position from white's perspective. Here, the path diverges depending on what black does with his attacked knight. There is nothing good to be said about 9 queen x c3 check. There is nothing good about this, and we kind of explored that a little bit. So we have queen takes check, bishop d2. But arguments can be made on behalf of both 9 e5 and 9 d8. What? Of knight e5. So yeah, it's talking about these two moves. Arguments can be made. So, knight e5. It's natural for black to favor an advance over a retreat, particularly as this seeks a trade of minor pieces. What happens is knight takes e5, check. Now you're hitting the knight with a check because you don't want to double your pawn structure. And that's not in the book, by the way. I just said that. I mean, it did have the line, but it didn't say that about the line. I just added that on. So, knight takes e5, queen takes c3 check. This is a case when black is going to pay a price for being a pawn ahead, so why not be 2 or 3? The point is that even after the cautious d takes e5, white obtains excellent play with 11, queen b3, preparing 12, bishop b5 check, or 11 castles. So yeah. And this is the 2-3 pawn gambit it's talking about. And black is 2 pawns ahead, that is true. But white actually has the advantage here. So it was going back here is that with knight takes here, instead of, we'll do d takes e5, what is 11 queen b3. And what does black play? Then we have queen c7, followed by either here or castles. This is which one? We'll explore. Castles, just more solid. You've got developed pieces. Your bishop's strong. Really try to place it here. Maybe here. Push this. And then you got like massive. Yeah, white's just a pawn down, but just kind of better. They already have a pawn in the enemy territory. However, if we do bishop b5 check, there's no problem with that. It's just either we castle, because if they take, we take with check. And now they're forced to make a response. We take those. Oh no, we don't take those. We do not take those. White does not want to trade queens off. They want to go back to queen b3. Okay, it's kind of interesting. I gotta think more. I guess it makes sense white doesn't want to trade off queens. Black still has no developed pieces. White got the castle. Rook about to shuffle through. Get this bishop developed. I don't know. So moving on. That is why black pays the price for being a pawn ahead. For instance, 11 queen b3, queen 7, castles, and now g6, rook d1, bishop g7, and bishop a3 with an exclamation point prepares a very dangerous d6 pawn push. We have two defenders, and you might as well not even count the queen as a defender, because she's not going to take. The pawn can take back, but then maybe our bishop will take to pressure the queen to move, gain a momentum, or because I don't. Maybe you can take with rook too, but I think taking with bishop is better there to get a momentum. So we have bishop. So this is white's compensation for being down a pawn. This is all of white's compensation for being down a pawn and gambiting it. So even though white is down one pawn, they're ahead. Look at this. Because there's not much they can do to stop the push of d6 here. You want to keep that pressure. And yep, like I say, keep that. Take with the bishop. If you took with the rook, look at that. I just knew that. Want to keep your momentum lead. Keep harassing this queen. Crap, not there. Like, hold on now. Why would he castle? Is that really the best option? What? He wants us to sack. I know why. The king cannot take. He gets forked and loses the queen. And not, yeah, white's just gonna win. Look, wow. That is disgusting right there. So I guess castling is forced. You know, they can try all they want, but this is just too overwhelming. And now we win a rook. Take that back, right? That way. Yup. I mean, you can take back with the king too, but it's preference for king or bishop to take back. I just thought bishop would be better. I mean, it doesn't matter either way. White's crushing the ball game. So if bishop takes, rook takes, and it's on the 7th rank, slide the rook over, double them up. I mean, you can see where I'm getting at with that, right? So yeah, white has this game in the bag. So let's look at c7 here. 12 e6. Wait, no. 12 castles and e6. Wow. e6 is a huge blunder. It's a mistake. And let's look at it. It opens the games for white pieces immediately. Bishop b5 check. Followed by bishop d7 with d takes ex6 exclamation point. And you can see why. It's just not good. It is not good. No, 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 no. So, this opens up the game. Or, there is the other move, a6 for some reason, try to prevent bishop b5 check. So, a6 prevents the big check on b5, but concedes b6. After bishop e3, bishop e3. So, after bishop e3, e6, bishop b6, b6 exclamation point. This is going to put, yeah, this is a tough one. This is bishop b6 exclamation point. We have queen d6. And then we have rook a to d1. So, what it says about this position is this. White has excellent play in the center that is about to be opened. This appears to be better than rook f to d1. This is the difference in this position, because now there is bishop e7, followed by bishop c4. Just adding more defenders and piling it on to bust open the center, you know. Then we have e takes d4. I'm sure this is rook takes. Yup. And then queen f6. And this is in the Kingus what? Kingus Tolnai BL 1990 for the older 11 castle move. So, and he's talking about move 11 castling. So when being here, instead of queen here, just castling instead, which takes away white's lead immediately. And there's games that have been played. So, yeah, just a matter of preference, I suppose. Let's go back to move 11. And there's a different interesting ideas. Bishop d2. Wait a minute. So here, I was talking about this with bishop d2 here, queen takes e5. So this is going a little bit back to gambiting the two pawns away. And this is from the perspective of white. So now white can offer the rook with 11, queen, wait. White can offer the rook with 11, queen d2, since on 11, queen x h1, he has bishop b5 check. Bishop b5 check, and against 11, queen x e5. White's bishop, wait. Yeah, I was saying there's some trouble there, but it's kind of hard to see. So we have bishop, queen takes e5, and now we have castle. So now we're offering a third pawn. It's a pawn black would like to eliminate. And now it's giving white even bigger leads. Just 3 pawns gone for white, by the way, and they still have the advantage. That's crazy to think about. So this is like divine knowledge right here, guys. If you ever find yourself with this position in the Sicilian, remember this, because you can incorporate this into your game. And white's won 1 game, and there's been 2 draws, because at the higher levels it's kind of tougher. It just depends, you know. So we have castles here, but instead of taking the pawn, it said a6. What the why is it saying a6? Castles question exclamation point, then a6 exclamation point. It's a pawn black would like to eliminate, but it says a6 played. So a6. Why is it saying a6 exclamation point? He says he shouldn't eliminate the pawn. This now appears to be better than queen takes d5, which has been seen quite a bit of testing in the brief history of this gambit. For example, bishop f3, Hold on. Bishop f3, queen d4, rook b1. Oh wait, rook b1. So here black can insert the a pawn move later, but 13 rook b1 a. Hold on. Rook b1 a6. Okay. I don't know. It's complicated. It's really complicated, guys. Black can insert the a pawn move later. 13 rook. Yeah, see. Okay, I see what they mean. So, boom. But 13 rook a b1, a6, bishop f3. Yeah, this looks too dangerous now. Boom. Rook b. Just following it up with the queen, king. Yeah, see, now I really don't like this. For black, at least. Like, you seem fine for black, but now there's a lot going on. Crossroads stuff. This queen leaves. The protection of this square, it's check. You got a lot going on with black, and both sides need to be accurate, and white can't afford to throw their advantage lead out. It looks like white is fine. Like, it looks like black is fine. Like, if black moves here and gets their castle, well, actually, they can't even castle because then the bishop's undefended. So, black's king is stuck in the center. Yeah, see? I don't understand it. And now we can harass the queen even further. And just like that, it's showing us why. This position is just... wow. Guys, this is just like pretty insane to see like how white's just dismantling the defenses here of black. Using all that momentum with the rook here on the queen to swing it over. Forcing the queen to move around. I mean, the queen could have moved to there weren't many other places the queen can move to. That makes sense. Why would she move back here to trade off? And if they would even trade off. Like, what about here? Oh yeah, see. It's just brutal how this is going for... yeah. This is a fun little game. So yeah, they're pretty much losing the dark square bishop, and if they want to delay losing, they have to castle to prevent like a checkmate sequence going on. And they'll be losing pieces. They probably push pawn. I don't know. It's just not worth it, you know. White's superior, and this is just how it looks. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll leave it off here. as we'll pick it up in the next part. We get to explore some more sample lines in this position of a few moves back. I think, oh, what did I just do? Oh, okay, never mind. So next time, in the next video, we'll explore sample lines in this position here, where we had, this is move 12, what? Oh, I see. I see. A6, rook E1, queen D5. Make the main line, delete from here. Rook E1, queen D5. This position. So, we'll explore this in the next video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this so far. It's been quite interesting reviewing this because we haven't even gotten close to what's to come. There's still more to come, guys. Like, can you believe that? Anyways, I hope you guys have been enjoying. If you do, leave a like. And hope you guys continue to learn more of the Sicilian defense and master it with me. Till then, peace.